It's Jim Ferris, and this video will demonstrate the new design of the portal and take you through some basic functions, posting attendance, posting grades, and using the activity function in Contact Manager. The screen you see here will be the new front page of the portal. When you go to portal.porterchester.edu, you will get this page. Very different from the page you're used to seeing. Now, first most important thing to know is that none of these are buttons. They're just pictures. The login is up here to the right. So you have to go here, and you're looking for Faculty Portal homepage. Your students are looking for Student Portal homepage. So we go to Faculty Portal homepage. Get this prompt here. It's a different looking screen, but your ID has not changed. I'm going to use an ID of someone I know who has a lot of courses, and it'll be a good thing to demonstrate. Now, this system that we're on right now it will look like this, but this is a test system. This is our training system. Ignore the address up here. That's irrelevant. It's just for training. Focus on the design. The design, this is how it will look. So I want to walk you through a few things here, that have changed. Obviously, it's a very different look, but you'll find it's really not a very big deal when we get into this. Now, first up here, you'll see on this front page this box for classes. I'm going to show you how this works, but I'm also going to advise you probably to not really use it. So they've got here a little rotating box of courses you're assigned to with 4 dots. If you have more than 4 courses, you'd have to hit more. The whole thing to me is kind of silly. If you only have a couple courses, you might be able to just glance right here. This little, you see how your mouse turns to a finger pointer. That means you could click on here to post attendance or to post grades by clicking right here. But for a typical person with a lot of courses, this I'm really not sure how useful it is. It's sort of a shortcuts to certain things, and if you have fewer courses, you might be able to just use this shortcut here. But personally, I'd prefer to just go to My Classes on the left and Gradebook. Okay, My Classes, Gradebook. And this to me is a better view, because all you have to do here is change the term. Okay, change our term. And now this to me is much more logical view. These are the courses on which you are the primary instructor, and these are courses where you are listed as a secondary instructor. To me, that's pretty good. So that's a lot more logical to me. So what we would do here is, let's say we're going to first post attendance. So we have a list of our courses here, and we're going to go into post attendance. So we're going to click on the course name, and we get to this screen, which has these tabs, and we're going to focus on attendance and final grades. So we go to attendance, and again, this is fake data. Don't be concerned that this doesn't mean attendance wasn't posted. This is just for demonstration purposes. So again, we are on attendance for the particular course. As you know, the courses that need posting are usually in red, and you click on one of those days. It'd be your most recent day, as you would typically do. You go in here, you have your roster, you click Edit here at the bottom, and as you know, we just post people who are absent. So if, again, this is not going to affect these students' record, because this is a fake system. This is not the real system. People who missed time, whatever the amount of time was, we post the absences and we hit update. Just now we posted for that day, and if we go back to, I'll go back the long way just to get back to where I was. And you see the 4th has turned green. So that's posting attendance. I think it's what you do every day. It's just a matter of knowing how to get there. Gradebook, course name, and it'll bring you right into this screen, which is fairly clear. You've got your green, you've got your reds, and then you post your absences, same as you always would. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. When it comes to grades, you go to Gradebook again here. This is all very simple. You click on a course name. You're on the screen, and you go to Final Grades. Okay, Final Grades here. Obviously, as you know, we post scores, and the scores will be calculated into a final grade. So let's say we're going to post the quiz grade first for the students. We're going to post scores, and then we come to this screen, You see everyone who's not posted, and then we have to hit post scores. Now we're on to another screen. Now we have spots to enter scores. Obviously, this is not affecting the student's record because this is fake data. So, and then we type in our scores and hit save. And then we can hit back. And final grades. And you can see now ungraded lessons. There are 4 ungraded lessons. We just posted the quiz grade, so now that one is already posted. And then it calculates sort of an in-progress grade, which I wouldn't put a lot of weight on until you get everything posted. So again, that's probably very similar to what you're doing now. You're going into posting the scores and saving them. It's just a matter of where to look on the screen. Not terribly difficult. Okay. Thirdly, we would use Contact Manager to do activities, typically I believe for absences. So that's up here, Contact Manager. And we'll click that, and then we're on to Contact Manager. Now, here, we have a list of recent students, okay, or we could do Find a Student. And the campus, you'd put your campus. Program probably doesn't matter. You can do first, last name, and then you just do search. So in this case, once you pull up the student, you have the student's name up here. We want to go down here to add an activity. This is something like maybe an absence phone call or something like that you would post on a day-to-day basis. So again, we'll actually go back because I want to highlight that. So that's right down here. So we get on this screen. We have the student's name here. We scroll down the screen, and that is you're looking for add activity. Click that. Again, it would be the staff, the faculty person involved, and then you have maybe a first hour call, something like that. These are optional, and then you just say made call or whatever you guys do with that typically. So now you're logging an activity for a first hour call on this student, and we just hit save. Again, the student is not getting this activity. This is a fake system. So those are the functions that my understanding of primarily what we use the portal for current day, and basically how those would be done in this new look. So if you don't get bogged down in the fact that the look has changed, you'll find that really everything is very similar. This little scrolling window here, you can take it or leave it. You can click these little, when your pointer turns to a finger, you can click, and that will shoot you into the grade book for that particular course. Again, I like the look personally better of just going on the left to grade book, seeing my courses here, making sure I'm in the right term. Again, this you have to remember, make sure you're in the right term, and then you click your courses, and then you're able to post grades, you're able to post attendance, and up here is of course your Contact Manager. I think really that's all you're going to need to be able to use this successfully. It hasn't changed terribly a lot. The look has changed, a little more modern look, but I think other than that, you'll be fine. If you need support, once this is out, please open a ticket by emailing itsupport@porterchester.com. Thanks. One more thing we need to add here to this video, it just came to my attention. When we are in the gradebook or attendance book to post, when you are in the screen here, you will note that it says, like for example, in this class, it says showing 1 to 10 of 19 entries, and there's a next button. You don't want to mess around with that. What you want to do here is just change this to show 50 or 100, because you're not going to have more than 100 students, and then that'll get everybody on one screen. So if for some reason you wanted to break it up into multiple screens, you could set the number lower. But first thing I would do is click on this drop down here and change the value so that you get everybody on one screen, and then you go through here and do your posting, and then you would hit update here. So again, that's for anybody with more than the default is usually, it looks like it's going to be 10, so you're going to be frustrated when you miss the remaining students. So you want to be conscious that in this new system there is a box right here that will change the number of students you see on the screen at one time.